Well, the CAPY 1-year anniversary event is here, and this thing has a lot of stuff inside it. It took me a little bit to kind of understand everything, but we're going to go through it right now. Now, first thing, there is an anniversary gift pack here. Spending $5 will go and give you this Phantom Thief Cappy, 1% on the global HP. If you're into the outfits, not really a bad deal to go for on that. But scrolling down a little bit further, you can see our first time seeing an SS limited brand selection box at the cost of $50 there. I was kind of tempted, but I used my actual gems and money inside the game in other places. So I didn't go for that as much as I would have liked to. But other than that, going down even further, you can see here a whole bunch of immortal stuff inside there, and you could also grab a collectible too. Now, I don't think a lot of people are going to be paying attention to the Mystic Sea, but that's there if you want to get your Elsa or Freya statue. Heading over to the CAPY anniversary though, you can see we got a ton of stuff in here. Now the picnic, that's going to be about 7 days, so next Sunday we'll come back with another video on that, walk you through how to do that thing, but just note there is more coming. Looks like this is going to be lasting a full 2 weeks, or technically 17 days to get those extra 3 days of redeeming your stuff. Still, with the guest sign in on this is just going to be a 7-day login. You get the puzzle, you collect the stuff down the bottom, you can pretty much see what I thought was swap talismans are actually crafting tickets, which we're going to be using inside the Plinko machine. But working your way all the way through, a couple of wishing scrolls in there, some legendary keys, and some of those alchemy regions too. But pretty much 2 events and 2 other things in here. Let's talk about the events first on it. We all know the Plinko machine by now. 108,000 gems can be used on this, and going into the special round on it, we'll go and give you some Everstones and some of those alchemy regions. Filling up that one that says 0 to 20 down below, that'll take you into the hidden round, but we're trying to hit these jellies or these puddings here. Looks like grape pudding and mixed pudding. That's what they're calling these things down below. And we do have the meter depending on how many of those tickets you use. Now, just so they can keep themselves out of trouble for gambling rights inside the App Store, you have to come over here, exchange those tickets or buy those tickets with the gems or get them inside the game. And then you can come over to the beach balls here. I think they're beach balls, orange candy. You can come over to the orange candy, exchange them, and then once you do that, you can just kind of go and tap on this. Now, last time we played this for the Ninja Turtle one, what people were doing is they were really spamming it when it was towards the middle, and better odds of it kind of going and landing inside that whatever out of 20. Get a little bit of excess on it, so when it goes and switches to the next one, it'll kind of start you off at like say 2 out of 20 or 2 out of 15, wherever it's going to be. So I have 3 extra there right now. So if you see it in the center, tap it pretty good. If it's on the outside, just do the auto one on it and don't really worry about it. So you can see now we're going in the hidden vault here. They'll give us 200 of, I guess what we call them, strawberry candies on this here. It's not orange candies anymore, but depending on how we do on this, once again, alchemy region, that's what we're using to go and switch our gems into a different stat. And then obviously the Everstones for our pet builds. Really would have loved to see some Ninja Turtles in there, but that's not going to be the case on this one. And we also do have a $10 fund in here, which will give you marshmallows and gems. We'll talk about the marshmallows in a second, but going all the way down to the bottom, instead of a limited brand selection box, it looks like this is going to be for that limited time up event. So that new SS brand that just popped up, which apparently looks like it's going to be a counterattack one with generating light spears. Pretty much whatever the light spear was, it's the amplified SS version of that. And getting far enough in it, you have your chance of opening the box for gems. The exchanges on this though, a lot of stuff. Pay attention to these anniversary coins right here, because we're going to be talking about that in a minute. But we have a haunted house. That thing looks pretty cool. 1% final damage reduction. We do have a new collectible here, the first anniversary cake. I'd say get it. Attack, skill, crit rate. Nice stats there. And we do even have some divine weapon cubes. 15 of them you can get from here. Not really too happy that they're limited to that, but it is better than nothing. It's nice to see them elsewhere inside the game. But there's a lot of good stuff in here, from awakening boxes to brand boxes, going down even further, swap talisman on it, random legendary gem chest, moving over to the normal exchange where we're going to be using the grape ones on. Once again, a whole bunch of mount selection chests there. They were generous on the books, the actual legendary keys, a little bit short on the gem keys there. We can get some more assorted pudding in here, so if you like something in the advanced exchange, make sure you're coming over here first, picking that up, so it could be an easy way to get some extra. But 15 elite packs, you know I'm a big fan of those, so those are nice to see in there too. Moving on to the Cake Lucky Wheel, this is going to be the pay to win side on this, and I think 10,000 gems is what I could use in here for going and getting that. I don't know if that's going to be like a once a day. I don't think it is. I think you're going to pretty much have to be forced to spend, but there's your marshmallows right there that we could go and get from the actual growth fund on it. Big prizes on this is going to be the calorie shrine there. That is the new artifact. After the skill is triggered 6 times, cast Sunday Bombardment, dealing skill damage to all enemies 4 times. Each instance equals to 150% of attack. Each instance of damage deals additional skill damage equal to 1% of the enemy's max HP, capped at 10% the protagonist attack. Additionally, at the start, the Sunday Bombardment reduced the enemy's current shield by 10%, and this can be triggered 4 times. Looks kind of interesting. I still like my book that I got from the last one, and luckily for us, looking inside here, there it is right there, so you can actually grab that too if you want. Same price as the new one, but I'd still say try to get this just to get those passive stats, just because you want to unlock all these things and get them, and then you can start working your way around from there. But we got Awakened Cores in there, Cappy Hero statue, more of those Divine Weapon cubes. You could technically go use all 20 of them inside here instead of going and grabbing that calorie artifact there and get yourself an SS piece of gear by using those Divine cubes to get you there. I probably wouldn't go that route. I would more wait around for the whole martial arts tournament than going and using a currency on this. I'd more focus on probably that calorie shrine, and if you're like me, you probably have anything extra on this, then I would really try to go after that Forbidden Arcane Tome. Once again, the anniversary coin is in there too, so once again, we'll talk about that in a second. But as you can see here, this can be pretty straightforward on it, so looks like the limits on this, we either get ×2, ×2, ×4, or ×5 on it, so it's going to take a little bit. And 19 draws, I'm already, let's see, 276, so I'm 24 in. So it seems like every 5 on this. So I'm not really certain how that's gonna work out, because limit 2, limit 2, limit 4, that's 8, plus the main one being 9, divide that by 300. That's a lot of weird math right there, but you can see the chances on it of going and landing one of these. Why does that one have nothing on it versus, is there one with nothing? Okay, yeah, ×1 over the side. So ×1, ×2, ×3, and ×5. Let's just give a pull on it here, see if we can hit on it. Don't think I'm gonna get it, but, oh, I guess we did get one. Hang on, which one did it give me? It gave me 2 on it there. So now I own 3 of them. No idea where I got that other one from. Maybe it was right inside there on it when I did the actual gift pack. Did they give me one? Nope, no idea. It says I got 3, even though I just hit 2, so I guess I'm gonna call that a win anyways. Unless I actually already hit the limit on the ×1 and I didn't even realize it, but those are what we're gonna be needing to hit to go and make those exchanges for it. And looks like, if anything, I'll probably be needing to spend some money if I do want to get that new artifact, which I will end up getting it. So we did the candy marble machine, we did the cake lucky wheel. Let's talk about the Cappy birthday gift here. And this is actually where you can go and switch between a bunch of artifact stuff. So Twin Blade in there, Overlord Deer, Curse Blade Muramasa, the Flyer #1, all those things are in there, but hitting the little switch thing down here, you can go and get the new pig on this. And the way this is gonna work is every time we go and inject one of these anniversary coins, we're trying to get a whole bunch of these actual anniversary points. Once that fills up to 200, then that's going to be the point where you can go and redeem one of these chests. And I think this one here, it was either like 11 times you could do this or 18 times. We're going over to the actual artifact one. That was like 40 times as you can do that, because each one is going to have its limit. Don't really know why the pet one says it's only ×1 inside here. It probably is a glitch on it, but when I did go and land it, which will show you what it actually is here, it's going to be a lot based around combo. So going to collectibles, clicking over here, where is it now? And it actually is going to turn into like a lucky silver coin on it when you see the animation. So I think that's kind of cool. Looks like you can stack up to 4 coins, and it's going to do additional combo damage, increase your combo rate. So kind of a nice thing to see there. I didn't look at any of the other stats on it. This is actually looking pretty good for the helos there, so you might see more people using the piggy. Oh, and in case you didn't want to go and click all the way over in this special rewards there, you can click down here on the anniversary special gift. It's going to pop right up there too. But last and not least, we have the Candlelight Fair. And as you can see here, we can sell this cake. And it looks like the best price we could sell this for is going to be $5.50. Standard is $120 when this thing has no bonuses on it. And then looking at this here, a 0.3 times, I'm not going to try to do it in my head, but I'd say sell it somewhere maybe between like 500 and 550. That's where I would kind of go and gauge on it. And you can see nobody's really hitting that point yet. So we'll probably go, let's try a refresh here and see if we get anything better. Nope, that sucks. So it looks like we could sell it for 37. You don't want to do that. 276. And 256, and that's all I have right now. But going and selling these, this will allow us to go in the exchange. We could sell for the marshmallows, up wish for the limited wishing on it there. We do have an awakening core selection box with just about every single thing in there, 13,500. That might be a little tough to get, but a lot of good stuff inside here too. So just one more place where you can go and exchange on this. But like I said, I tried to go 500 to 550. Nobody's hitting that, so I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. Similar to our actual harvest or whatever the planting events on us, if you don't sell this within that 24 hours, it's going to sell itself for the best price. So try to pay attention to it and get whatever you see is the best deal. So overall, kind of cool stuff. I'm excited that this thing is here. I wish there was more free-to-play stuff, but I think everything's going to kind of revolve around playing the Plinko machine on it and then going, and hopefully you guys can at least get enough of these things, because I did have to spend quite a bit. I think I got a little bit over $100 to go and get some of these, but like I said, we can get these elsewhere inside the game if you do want to go and try to land that piggy or get yourself another one of those immortal artifacts or mounts. But we'll probably bring more stuff to you on this here. So if you want to know everything that came in this update on top of this event, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.